We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. Ariel Helwani gives an update on the potential jeopardy surrounding the Charles Oliveira versus Chandler fight. Last night, news surfaced that the fight between Oliveira and Chandler might be in jeopardy due to some unknown reason. Charles himself reacted to the news on his X handle with a thinking emoji, but still there was no confirmation from official sources that fight is in the risk. Now, Helwani has revealed that he spoke with the fighters' teams, and according to them, the fight is still on track.
Woke up to a couple of tweets saying that the fight was in jeopardy. Then saw a tweet from Renato Moicano saying, like, put me in, coach. Then saw a tweet from Charles Oliveira with the thinking emoji, quote tweeting one of the tweets saying that the fight was in jeopardy. Then saw a Dustin Poirier tweet saying, I'm in. Based on the conversations that I've had, the fight is not in jeopardy. I don't know if there's smoke to the fire. Right now, I reached out to Chandler's team and was told news to them. Reached out to a couple people and they said news to them. Now, typically when something like this happens, there does seem to be smoke to the fire, unless it's one of the crazy, fake, Twitter things. But as of right this moment, I have not heard that the fight is off. If it would be off, this would be devastating, obviously, for Michael Chandler in particular, because he's waited so long. It'll be 2 years since his last fight, the McGregor saga, all that, and then some. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I don't know how Dustin Poirier would jump in on a week's notice. I don't doubt that he would want to, but would that be smart? I don't know. But as of right now, it does not seem, let me just check my phone here. It does not seem like it is in jeopardy. I don't know where this originated. Does anyone know? I saw like a couple of accounts here or there, but nothing really, it didn't seem like anything really concrete or reputable reporting this, right? Anyone see anything?
I didn't see any specific reporting. What I did see was the fighters reacting, which, to your point, sometimes, that smoke does become fire on that, right? The energy around that tends to turn into something, but no, I've not seen anything.
Khabib got mad at Daniel Cormier for speaking with Conor McGregor. The friendship between Cormier and Khabib is no secret, and recently, DC shared a story about how Khabib got mad at him for talking to McGregor. As many of you know, Conor and Khabib have had a huge rivalry. Related to this, Cormier has shared his take. Listen to what he actually revealed.
I remember back in Abu Dhabi, and this might be the only time this dude's ever been mad at me. I didn't quite understand it. So Conor McGregor, who I met back in the day, he was at a couple fights. We've always been cordial with each other. I don't really know Conor very well. Khabib and Conor were cordial in the beginning also, but it became so nasty now. I saw Conor McGregor one time in Abu Dhabi. I don't know who he was fighting. Maybe it was Dustin Poirier. We were shaking hands and we were talking a little bit and we're very kind of chummy. And Khabib was like, brother, I don't understand. He was like, I don't understand this. He said, if I see Conor with his wife, I'll shake his hand because that's what you're supposed to do. And I initially kind of fought it. Then I started thinking about it and people close to me were like, no, Daniel, he's right. Look at the stance he has taken in regards to you and everybody you deal with. So things have changed now. I do this. I don't try to request McGregor for interviews. I don't think that I would get him, but I'm just saying it's not a request I make every time I'm there because honestly, Khabib's not just a teammate, he's family. And they're like that with everyone.
Diego Lopes gives his take on what a fight with Ilia Topuria might look like, following his round 3 decision victory over Brian Ortega at UFC 306. Diego Lopes is looking ahead to his next fight. In an interview with ESPN, Lopes gave his take on a possible fight with Ilia Topuria. He explained that both he and Topuria like close-range fighting, so their match would be intense and action-packed. He said, Ilia likes to fight at close range. Although I have long arms, I do much better at close range. I think that we're both going to clash several times, and if he comes forward, he's going to crash into a wall. I like to exchange blows, he does too, and so definitely it would be a fight that people would be very excited to see. Colby Covington announces he's been in talks with the UFC about a fight with Jack Della Maddalena. Following his defeat to Leon Edwards at UFC 296, Covington found himself in rivalries with several fighters, including Belal Muhammad and Ian Gary, but none of these fights were finalized. Now recently, Covington disclosed that he's currently in talks with the UFC regarding a potential fight with JDM.
We've been talking about, this fight with Jack Maddalena. I think it makes a lot of sense. He got a big win in my hometown in Miami last time he was out here. So, You know, he has a little bit of a name out here, and, you know, he's undefeated. He's hungry. He's fearless. You know, he's an exciting fighter. So I think that's a fight that the fans will be intrigued with. I think it's a high-level fight. It's a top contender fight that establishes who's the next contender for the belt. So, you know, that's a fight that's out there.
Charles Oliveira reacts to the photo of his knockout against Michael Chandler. Back at UFC 262, Oliveira knocked Chandler down in the second round. With the rematch coming up, Oliveira's reacted it again. Take a look.
Isso aqui é importante, isso aqui é bom. Que assim seja, cara, que assim seja, de verdade mesmo. Tô treinando muito, tô muito focado para que isso possa acontecer. Se for da vontade de Deus, que a minha mão entre de novo. Seria muito importante.
Islam spotted filming a documentary inside an MMA cage set in the mountains. In case you didn't know, Netflix is working on a documentary about Islam, which one of his team members confirmed a few months ago, and now it looks like filming is underway, as Islam was seen on set. Check this clip.
Так, вот сюда, чисто 5 по 5, соперник нужен.
Kamaru Usman opens up about the possibility of stepping in on short notice for a fight at UFC 310. After Bilal's withdrawal, there has been no confirmed opponent for Shavkat. Regarding this, Usman has some words. Listen to what he said.
Why not make the Nigerian Nightmare fight his teammate, Rakhmonov Shavkat? I think you can say the damn fight card. Hold on. I think you can say the damn fight card. I really do.
First of all, Henry, let me clarify something. We're not teammates. He comes in and trains in my gym. But if the UFC is going to call who they think is going to be legit, tough enough, man enough, crazy enough to step in there on short notice and go out there and possibly shock the world. Definitely the UFC know who to call. And if they do give me a call, I'm going to answer the call. We'll get a couple things straight. You know, if we got to do it, we got to do it. I don't shy away from any of that. I've done it on 6 days notice. I've done it on 8 days notice.